Hi folks, I want to talk to you today about the importance of setting up square. So far in these little videos we've talked about the grip and how important it is to have the hands on in the correct position. We've talked about the posture and how vital that is to allow us to swing at the right plane around the body. Now I want to talk about alignment. Alignment comes in two different stages. First, we've got to make sure that the club face aims at our intended target. So we're going to put the club down, point it absolutely at whatever our intended target might be, and then from there we've got to make sure that our body can complement that. So here we go. First and foremost, the club face. Now we've gone through the routine of being able to get the club face square with the grip, so now we can utilize that square club face by placing it behind the golf ball, pointing directly at our target. And a great way of doing this is when you're playing or practicing, start on your target line, stand on an extension of your target line, imagine that line painted on the ground from whatever your intended target might be. Here we've got the second tyre in the distance, a dead straight line painted on the floor coming all the way back to the golf ball and back through and actually going underneath where the camera stand is. Stand on that line, picture that line, take your grip down by your left side as we've talked about, and then walk round and set the club face square to that target line. So the leading edge is absolutely at 90 degrees to your target line. That is a square club face. We have the club face square, we have the grip, and now we can stand to the golf ball. We want to feel that our toes, our knees, our hips and our shoulders are all parallel to that imaginary target line that we have on the ground. So we can play from there, get the feet in position, toes, knees, hips and shoulders. The reason for this, the three things that we've now discussed, is our grip, our posture and our body alignment along with the club face, is to allow us to swing the club as close to the perfect plane as we can get it. Okay? When we're swinging a club around our body, we're swinging it hopefully on a consistently inclined plane, both back, down and through. The closer we can get that plane to perfect, the straighter the shot is going to go. If our posture is a little bit out, or our body alignment is a little bit out, for example, like this, where my shoulders are now quite clearly not square to the target line, I'm going to find it very difficult to swing it on the right plane. The club is going to want to be picked up away from the body, delivered in too steep, too much down on the golf ball, and I'm going to hit a lot of shots left, or if I try and manipulate the face, they can finish round to the right with a slice. So it's important that when I get this position, I make sure that everything is nice and square. Again, I can utilize it as I've done with my grip, starting here, looking out in front of me, making sure that that grip is good, and then bringing it down, checking my toes, my knees, my hips, and finally my shoulders, so that I'm in a nice square setup. Quite a brief little video today, but I think that'll help you a lot. I don't see many people, when I'm watching club golfers out the shop window teeing off on the first, I don't see many people standing square to the golf ball. They're not aiming where they want that golf ball to go. They're starting to aim to the left, to the right, to allow for other faults, slicing being the most common. 85% of golfers worldwide are slicing the golf ball. So of course, people know their golf ball is going to finish to the right. They start to allow for it by aiming left and swinging left, and unfortunately all that does is exaggerate their fault. What you guys would be better doing is taking a little bit of time off, coming down to the practice ground, working on getting this better, and feeling that rather than the club coming across the ball imparting that spin on it, we can start to deliver a more on-plane golf swing, coming down into the back of the ball and then through, giving us a straightaway ball flight. If you want any more help with your setup, you know where I am, easily contactable through the pro shop, or if you've got any questions or you want me to do a video on a particular subject, email me at leesheldonpga@gmail.com. Thank you very much.